Ab workouts are a complete waste of time. In this video, I'm going to be saving you time and get you to a lean physique that you're looking for without having to spend 30 minutes doing these nonsense workouts. So when I was 18 and first picked up a dumbbell, I was searching online, how do I get in shape, how do I get abs? Came across sixpackshortcuts.com, shout out if you actually remember these dodgy workouts. And I was always wondering why I would do these daily ab routines but never actually look lean and muscular like the guys that I was watching on these videos. So although there's nothing inherently wrong about doing an ab workout, it's not going to do any harm, the reason why it's not really a good use of time is because time is a limiting factor for most people to get into their training. So realistically, if you only have 3 hours a week to train in the gym, maybe 4, is it a good use of your time to spend 30 minutes training a small isolated muscle group in your midsection when that time could be better spent doing a full body training program to target more muscles? In addition to this, you cannot spot reduce body fat, meaning you cannot target the belly fat by doing an ab workout. The only way that you're going to get visible abs is actually by losing the layer of body fat covering your abs. The only way that you're going to lose body fat is creating a calorie deficit, and this is how many calories you are consuming versus how many calories you're burning. Now, the calories you're burning through your day-to-day activities, exercise, daily movement and bodily functions, that needs to be higher than the calories you are consuming. Now, I'm sure you've all heard this term before, calorie deficit. How do you actually go about it in practice? Well, instead of spending that 30 minutes training one small area of your torso in the abs, which is going to do very little for actually burning any calories to help create a calorie deficit, that time is much better spent doing a full body training program in the gym. What I would recommend that you start with is 3 days a week. This could be either a push-pull legs format or a full body workout where you do a bit of everything each day. Doesn't make a massive difference, just pick one of these programs that you find online. Doesn't really matter as long as you get some structure in place. Track that the weights are going up and push yourself in each set close to failure once you've established good form. 30 minutes that you were previously doing just for your abs can be spent on targeting bigger muscle groups like your legs, shoulders, that are going to create a much bigger change in your physique and how you look. And also, that 30 minutes would even be better spent just cooking some high protein meals or going for a walk, getting some more steps in. So if you're watching this and you're not very active at the moment, an easy way to start burning more calories is going for a daily walk and increasing your step count towards 8 to 10k steps. Now, this range is really good because you get a lot of health benefits in terms of reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, and also you're going to be burning a good amount of calories consistently, which brings your metabolism up. And then from there, it's a case of controlling your diet, reducing your carb portions down steadily and focusing on protein at each meal, which is then going to keep you full. And if you're more full from your meals, you're probably going to snack less, which brings your overall calories down, thus creating more chance of you creating a calorie deficit, and therefore you're going to get, in the long term, visible abs. Start with creating a sustainable calorie deficit of around 500 calories per day. Now, starting point is just estimating your calories. I would go online onto Google, search calorie target estimate, put in your details. That will spit out a number which will have your maintenance calories on, which is TDE, total daily energy expenditure. Below this, by 500 calories, will be your starting calories. Now, what you want to do is weigh yourself daily, take a weekly average and see over the number of weeks at the start if your body weight is trending down. If your body weight is trending down, it means you are in a calorie deficit. So in relation to the food that you're consuming, so the number of calories and how much protein you're having, see if your body weight's coming down. If it is coming down on average, no need to change anything. If it's not, then you need to reduce the calories slightly or increase step count and cardio and go again. I promise you, if you apply this approach and you take it slow and steady, creating a more sustainable way of eating, you are going to eventually see visible abs. But most people, in my experience, struggle with the practical implementation. How do you manage weekends? How do you eat out? How do you drink alcohol and still not have to give up on life? Because if you can't create a sustainable diet that you can stick to in the long term, you may get the abs temporarily, but you're just going to put the body fat back on. Now, these are the strategies that I help my clients with on a day-to-day basis. How do they manage the calories across the week so that they can still enjoy meals out, still have a drink with friends, not miss out on social life, and get the shape that you want? So if you want any more support on this, just drop me a comment, ask any questions, and I'll be able to help you with this. But do not be fooled into thinking that fat burning workouts exist. Usually this is just a clickbait approach from influencers to try and get views, and obviously doing a bodyweight ab workout routine is quite easy to film in one go, and it probably does quite well on socials, doesn't it? So instead of taking this approach, save yourself the time. Go for 3 hours in the gym initially, even less if you can be more efficient with your training. Pick a structured training program, focus on a high protein diet, aim for about 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilo of your body weight per day for protein, and just get in the habit of having protein at each meal. And don't be too hard on yourself, because you don't have to change all of this overnight. It's about creating habits gradually over the first few weeks. And again, this is what I focus on with clients. Protein as a habit at each meal, getting in the gym regularly, and then from there you could tweak and perfect things as you go to make sure that your calories are in the right place to eventually see visible abs. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, drop it a like and subscribe for more simple fat loss and muscle building tips. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.